As any sergeant in the Army, I was proud of being an expert at certain aspects of the job. That's what makes a sergeant. Being a tough and fearless. In fact, the Army had special designations to identify different levels of competence. For example, I wasn't just a paratrooper, I was a jump master. I wasn't just a repeller, I was a rappel master. Training on skills just means that you have an awareness and follow expert instruction. Being an expert requires a certain level of practical application. Although being an expert isn't always a requirement, it speaks to a leader's competence and dedication to the organization, but it will also signal the quality of leadership the team will receive. The Army has created a leadership model which I use as a guide. If your organization doesn't have an outline model, there are inferred attributes and competencies that should be defined. And you can tell what these are based on the industry, nature of the job, the profession. There are certain skills and knowledge unique to your industry, your organization, and maybe even your department. Identify what they are and outline them. The orange hemisphere denotes the Army's leadership attributes. We covered attributes for a general leadership model in the last session. The black hemisphere are the Army's leadership competencies. Leads, develops, and achieves. These competencies are standard and create a realistic expectation for each and every leader. So if we break down what competencies are so you can identify it for your own organization, competencies are a combination of the leader's institutional knowledge, self-development, and training. Many organizations offer training to develop leaders, but the purpose of training is to improve the leader's confidence in leading. Know that the expert level only comes with on-the-job experience and practical application. The training enables the organization to trust the leaders to carry out assignments and make sound decisions. Leads identifies the ability of the leader to apply his or her attributes while encouraging a team during the task. A team's performance is dependent on the application of leadership and the example he or she sets. Develops is a way a leader encourages cohesion, creates a positive atmosphere, enforces standards, and coaches team members. From onboarding to task execution, a leader is responsible for the growth of each team member and ensuring they maintain an excellent level of professionalism. Achieves is the leader's ability to communicate an intent, establish priorities, access available resources, spot check during a task, and obtain results. Leaders use different communication styles to inspire action and various sources of motivation to empower individuals. A leader's influence will determine his or her ability to guide the team towards success. So at this point, you made total sense of the leadership model. One hemisphere covers the attributes, the other hemisphere covers the competencies. If you only operate with half of the entire model, you are going to observe an incomplete leadership performance. If you just have a leader that's focused on the attributes but can't get results, the project or the mission will suffer. That equals poor leadership. No matter how nice a person or how effective they are as an employee, they still need to guide a group. If they have all the execution of a leader down but don't have the right attributes, again, you get an incomplete result. So our job is to put this entire model together. As we look at the leadership card, we can improve on the attributes and competencies if we know what they are. Hopefully by going through this exercise, you will understand that leaders can't point fingers, that everything the team does or fails to do is dependent on the ability of the leader.